doing about 60 miles an hour in a little two-door, 2006 Jeep Wrangler. And we're like, oh, that's a cute sign. I wonder what that means. No idea. And then we hit our first frost heave and got airborne, and we're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. And then landed and almost went off the road. Welcome back to our home buying cheat code series brought to you by Apex Realty Group. I'm Justin Heminger with Discover Fairbanks, and today we're going to tackle cheat code number 1, seamless relocation. Moving your family and belongings to Fairbanks is a huge step, whether it's for work, military PCS, or just a new adventure. Today we're going to share everything that you need to know to make this transition as smooth as possible. So let's get started. If you're considering driving, your best option is the Alcan Highway, a journey and an adventure all in one, but it does take some preparation. If you can, consider buying a covered trailer to haul your belongings. And here's a great tip. Trailers are in high demand in Alaska, so you can often sell yours when you arrive, sometimes even at a profit. If driving, be sure to pack some emergency supplies, some warm clothing, and stay prepared for changing weather conditions. One thing to also consider, especially when you're driving the Alcan, is to get your vehicle prepared beforehand. Make sure that you've got some good quality tires on your vehicle, because the road can be pretty tough. Make sure your brakes are in good condition. Make sure your suspension is looking good. The last time I drove it, both my suspension and my brakes needed to be worked on before and after the trip, so keep that in mind too. Also, you may not be able to get gas at all hours of the night, so if you're going to be trying to sleep one up one down to make the drive even faster, keep your gas tank at about half full as long as you're on the road, just so you can get to your next location where you're hopefully going to be sleeping for the night, or where you can wake up in the morning and fuel up, because they're not all 24/7 fuel stations along the Alcan, so you don't want to be stranded somewhere in the middle, in between two fuel centers on the Alcan in the middle of the winter, or even in the summer. You don't want to be stranded, so keep that in mind. Also, one thing to keep in mind too, especially when you get a little bit closer to Alaska, when you start to see signs that are big yellow signs and they've got what look to be 3 triangles or 3 little pyramids on them, that's a sign that you should be aware of frost heaves on the road in front of you. And frost heaves are basically, permafrost, lifting the road. And my wife and I, when we were driving it the last time, had no idea what this sign was. So we were zipping along, on the road, doing about 60 miles an hour in a little two-door, 2006 Jeep Wrangler. And we're like, oh, that's a cute sign. I wonder what that means. No idea. And then we hit our first frost heave and got airborne, and we're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. And then landed and almost went off the road. So those signs mean that there are frost heaves ahead of you, and you should probably slow down. Thinking about moving to Fairbanks? Well, click on the link below for my free relocation guide, where I talk about top schools, top neighborhoods, and so much more. Do you prefer flying instead of driving? It will definitely make your trip a lot shorter, but it might make it a little bit more expensive. Fairbanks International Airport is well connected, and booking early can definitely help save on costs. But let's talk about flying with pets. Due to airline restrictions, most medium and large breed dogs can't fly in the cargo hold. Also, only pets that fit under your seat are allowed on board now too. So if you're going to be relocating with a larger pet, it's essential to make alternative plans. Pets are family too, so plan ahead to make sure that the journey is safe for them too. Now let's talk about transporting your belongings. You have several options, whether it's hiring movers, renting a trailer, or using freight services. Professional movers can simplify everything, but for many, shipping containers or freight services are a much more cost-effective opportunity. Pro tip, sell or donate large furniture and appliances before your move. They're often easier and cheaper to buy locally once you're here. My parents did garage sales before relocating to Fairbanks, and they marked everything down to clear out what they didn't need. The extra cash from the sale went right into their travel budget, which was great. For military members, PCSing to Fairbanks can come with some helpful perks. When PCSing, the military will manage packing, shipping, and even unpacking your items. So make sure to start the process as early as possible for a smoother experience. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything while you're PCSing here. Once you arrive, you might need temporary housing while getting settled in Fairbanks. There are options like hotels, Airbnbs, and on-base lodging for military families. Make sure you book as early as possible, especially during peak seasons like the summer. For families with pets, make sure vaccinations are current and double-check airline and border requirements for bringing them safely to Alaska. If you're moving with kids, the Fairbanks North Star Borough School District is available here for them, as are other childcare options. Make sure to register early for school and reach out to local daycares if you need need spots reserved. So there you have it. Cheat code number 1 for seamless relocation is all about having the right resources to bring your family and belongings to Fairbanks smoothly, whether it's by road or by air. To make it easier, we've created a downloadable relocation checklist covering everything from choosing a travel method to finding temporary housing. It's in the description below. Thanks for watching, and thank you for subscribing, and stay tuned for more insider tips. Join us in the next video as we cover some more information about the home buying process.